maybe we can get a good idea in the comment section with just a simple yes or no. Is Mountaintop the most annoying weapon to be killed by in Destiny 2? That's all I want to know. Yes or no? Because for me, this gun is the most annoying weapon in Destiny 2 since it came out. I have made multiple videos on it. I've said that it's broken. I've said that it is frustrating to play with and against, and it's just so damn good at what it does. When it first came out, people defended it, saying, well, it shoots in a straight line, and you gotta hit someone in the body to kill them. They even nerfed spike grenades a little bit, and, it's not a one-hit kill if you're using stickies. They tried everything in their power, but this isn't about hitting people in the body. This weapon is so good at being annoying by shooting the ground near you, or the box beside you, or the wall behind you. It doesn't matter if they hit you with it. They just have to hit near you, and that is a problem. This weapon isn't a problem because it kills everyone in one shot. This weapon is a problem because no matter what angle you take or try to hide, if someone is flying in at you and you are on the ground, they slam you with it and they swap weapons. They can use a hand cannon, the auto rifle, they can use an SMG. It doesn't matter the follow-up weapon. This thing is a piece of garbage and I hate it. I hate this weapon and I hope that something is done. Because if they don't, it's going to be a problem forever. If they don't do something about this now, it is going to be a problem in Rumble, Roll, and at this point, even Comp, until something changes. Roll the footage. Now, this clip tilted me, I think, the most that a Mountaintop has ever tilted me before. And I want to explain why it was so annoying and why this stupid weapon is so effective. So right about here, I see someone has a Mountaintop. I know he has the Mountaintop. And I know he has the Mountaintop because he's been using it all game. This player, even though he is not shooting me, is constantly pressuring me right now. Do you want to know why? Because the second that I stop, and if I try to snipe someone, I lose. I am constantly pressured by this player, even though he isn't shooting me, because I know the potential that he could. All he has to do is jump in the air, and I am constantly on the run. There is no escape, because the second my feet are planted, I am at risk. There is no counterplay, there is no escaping, and I understand that many other people could zone me with a shotgun, push me with a sniper and a hand cannon, whatever. But the Mountaintop is this lingering issue, this lingering threat that if I am on the ground, I have a risk of taking more than half my HP, or flat out dying. The second he has any height advantage on me, I can lose an engagement. If he shoots a wall near me, or around a corner, or any sort of tag, he is stopping my regen, he's stopping my ability to engage on someone else at full HP, and any other weapon in the game you would have to engage, 1v1, pop your head out, and I would at least have a chance at shooting you. But the Mountaintop, you don't. You can hit people around corners with this thing, you can hit them from a distance, you can tag them in ways that no other weapon can. Now, you could use something like Fighting Lion to do something similar, but this is one of the only guns in the game that is perpetually annoying to me, more than anything else that I've ever seen. Now, in this footage, I get destroyed by a Bastion, and I even get killed by a guy who has 17,000 kills on Malicious Birthright and his Fighting Lion. This guy only uses double grenade launchers and absolutely slays with it. This epic defender guy is a grenade launcher main. And what he could do with this thing was incredible. And he destroyed me, and there's no denying it. I still wasn't as frustrated because at least I knew he was banking shots, he was timing the explosions, he was using a grenade launcher, and placing these shots in a way that he just stomped me. He stomped me, and I appreciate that he's put so much practice into using this thing. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that sniping is this overall godly thing that only the elite of the elite can do. The hitboxes, the aim assist, all of this stuff plays in, and it makes sniping easy in many cases. But my god, any idiot can equip a Mountaintop and be so effective that it just doesn't make sense. Now, in a shooter game, you would expect that some sense of precision should matter and should lead to success. I mean, even this guy, I understand he's grenade launchering me, but his placement of the first shot to weaken me and the other one to clean me up, incredible. I'm not even mad. Bungie has this weird obsession of making extremely easy to use weapons extremely powerful, and I just don't understand why. Recluse was one of the biggest perpetrators of it, and they actually paired it with the Mountaintop a lot of time, making it the most brain-dead combo I've ever seen. But the Recluse, after getting a kill, had the fastest time to kill in the game, and it only required body shots. It had the fastest time to kill in the game and required 0 precision. 0. Now they changed that, and I understand. But the Mountaintop has gone relatively unchanged from the start, and it has had the same problem since the start. It is extremely effective with extremely limited aim. Even if you miss the guy by a mile, the damage is typically enough to turn the tides in your favor and win that fight. If you just tag them a bit, you can swap to any weapon in the game and eviscerate them. You can hit them around cover, you can hit them around corners. I've said this multiple times, but the effectiveness for the skill or the effort required is way out to lunch. And something needs to change. So I have a couple of recommendations on what I think could fix it. Now, some of these are pretty crazy and I doubt it will change, but hear me out. The Mountaintop is super effective, especially when in air and aiming down at the ground. So one nerf could be an absolute neutering of the handling, to the point where if you are jumping in the air, you can't really shoot this weapon. Now, maybe with an exotic like Dragon Shadow, you could change this, but if they were to neuter the weapon to the point where you cannot use it in air, that'd be incredible. Even if they neutered it to the point where it was literally a perk, where this gun cannot be shot when in air. It would completely neuter this weapon in PvP, I understand that, and even in PvE, there'd be some situations where you couldn't use it much, but it's being sunset anyways. And the main reason that this thing is annoying is in PvP to me. Now, what about you couldn't swap weapons after, let's say, 2 or 3 seconds? Maybe it was a handling debuff or a weapon debuff of some sort, but some way of making it impossible to slap someone in the body with this thing and then swap weapons. Maybe these things are a bit harsh. And maybe the Mountaintop isn't the most used. I know that there's lots of people sniping and shotgunning, and this isn't the most popular special weapon in the game. But it is so effective when it's used, it is so frustrating to play against when it's used, that if they don't change it, the only place you're going to be safe from it is Trials and Iron Banner. But Comp, Rumble, Control, any playlist that isn't power-enabled, this thing is still going to be frustrating. Again, I understand that it isn't the most used special weapon in the game, and it's not in every single lobby, but the lobbies that it is in is oppressively annoying. It ruins the flow of games, in my opinion, and I think that it ruins PvP as a whole. It is not a weapon that I think should exist in the sandbox, if I'm being honest with you, and unless they do nerf it, it's always going to be this lingering thing that pisses me off, and I'm sure pisses off many of you. Am I crying about it? Maybe. Is this the biggest problem that Destiny has? Maybe not. But my God, am I getting tired of this frickin' weapon. It has been years at this point that it has been in the game, that it has been frustrating to play against, and I just don't want to deal with it anymore. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I just got mad at it today. But I have a feeling there's a lot of people that are going to agree with me. I tweeted out about this thing earlier, and I know that a lot of people did agree with me, but I just wanted to vent here and just say, Bungie, can something be done about this thing? Like, please, I feel like it's time. I feel like we've had enough of the Mountaintop. You know, it had a good run. I get that maybe it won't be as effective in Trials, but like, can we bring this thing down? Can we just kill it? Because I'm just so tired of having to play this game, and every time I see that someone equips it, a little blood vessel pops in my brain. I know this is probably someone's favorite weapon. I know this probably hurts to hear it, but please, for the greater good, can you guys retire it? Can you guys retire this weapon? Because it's too much. It's too much, gamers. That's going to be it from me, though, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little rant. And Bungie, I hope you're listening. If you guys are looking for a little bit of energy to kick off your day, your studying, your work, whatever it is, advanced.gg/mtash. There's the mtash mango splash, or the brand new energy drinks. There's the Dream Team Punch. There's the sherbet, the rainbow sherbet. They're incredible. They're a little bit cheaper because they are just caffeine. They don't have the nootropic that's clinically tested to improve your focus. But if you're just looking for that little energy hit, these are great as well. Use code MTASH for 10% off, and I will see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye.